Hey guys, and welcome. My name's NG Paradox, and here we are, fighting off the Stepstones. Soon it will be done, the lands will be brought back under us, and the Valerians will sit beneath the Targaryens, like the days before, as it should be. 80-91%, yeah, we should jump in there, maybe even defeating them in battle, might be enough for us to win the war. Let's have a quick look. And there we go, that was enough. Well, Valerians, you had a fun run down there in the Stepstones. You did some interesting things, but it's over. We have now taken what's rightfully ours with fire and blood. And the ship should come down here and pick them up. Okay, now with that done, we actually have some land we picked up. We got Driftmark. I have some... Our domain size is too big, so we're going to have to give Driftmark away. Now, the Valerians should really hold Driftmark. He does still count as a king. I don't like the Stepstones having its own king. Then again, yeah, the Valerians were faithful vassals of the Iron Throne for many generations. There's some very famous ones, like the Sea Snake. Maybe we should let them have the Stepstones. You know what? Let's do it. We'll let them have the Stepstones. They're going to lose that ancestral home of Driftmark, though. Driftmark will pass on to someone else, because obviously Dragonstone should be, you know, the heir to the Iron Throne, and so those lands should be underneath them. We'll allow the Valerians to get out, so we're going to have to give Driftmark to someone else. Who could it be? Could it be Jarmin Selmy, maybe? Maybe we give Jarmin, because that means he'll be safe, because he'll be under us. So we won't take their lands. And we have two Selmys families. I kind of like that idea. We'll look for that in a second, but we need to take away his royal privileges. Hopefully let me do that. Yeah, he enjoys the title of King of the Stepstones. I'll suffer no other kings. So there's no other kings in Westeros until the next time. You must just be a Lord Paramount of the Stepstones. And these lands must be given back to the Stormlands, of course. We'll reappoint the old council. The ships actually could just jump into there. We'll jump the ships into there. You guys jump on the ships and go back to King's Landing. There you go. We got 3 weak claims. Kingdom of the South. Nothing to do there. Okay, let's give away Driftmark. Who's in my court? Who deserves Driftmark? I'm thinking little Selmy. But we're still teaching him. He's still learning things. It'd be annoying to give it away, then he gets a bad education. We got Aggo, Grey Worm. No, Grey Worm can't have it. I don't think there's anyone else in our council, in our court, who I really feel close to give it to. My son. There we go, there's my son. Let's have a quick look at him in 1 second. Ah, my son, my poor son. Oh, he's been married off, it looks like. Okay, so my son was married off in the end. See, I wanted to avoid that, but also because I wouldn't accept the betrothal, he broke it himself. So we're going to find someone else to marry, which was our plan anyway. And this could give him a chance of babies. But he has a very Milanese look. I have to wait. I can't believe it. If he wasn't a Craven, I wouldn't be too bothered about this. Or if he could tame the dragon. But neither has happened. So I'm kind of disappointed with him right now. But yeah, I think we should give it to little Selmy. But maybe we should wait till he comes of age. Yeah, once Selmy comes to age, and he's been trained properly, we're going to give him Driftmark. The Selmys of Driftmark, they'll be known as. I like it. I'm liking that idea. Oh, you're master of ships. Howard Aaron. Mace Tyrell, yeah. You joined the war in the end, so I like that. And we'll give these lands to you. Royce of the Trident has gone better. Let's transfer vassalage to you. Seaworths. There you go. Another one. Estemonts. Perfect. There's going to be quite a few of these for a second. Gower. Yeah, that's correct. I wish you could do more than one, like you could just like click on a few of them and it just does all of them at the same time. Because doing it this way can be annoying. Luckily it's not too many. Imagine if you had loads to do at the same time. Yeah. One more? No, I think that's done. Where's that land? It's up here, yeah. I think that's done. So there we go. The Stormland is now set. The Selmys control it. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about what's happened so far. We'll wait for the lands to go back under us, and then the Rock will be next. Now, Dawn is still fighting the Ironborn, which is okay for us. She's kind of killing them off, hopefully. Causing damage to them, which we're not particularly bothered about. But yeah, I'm going to bring them to heal soon. There's a man I need to arrest and another man I need to assassinate. I think Dany's more the sort to arrest than to assassinate. But yeah. Unhappy with their leadership, there's mutineers in Last Refuge. Okay. Well, that's not really something for me to deal with. He used a favor on Lady Pamela Sansa for the North to join all factions. What factions are these then? What are she getting? What are they getting? Okay, Crown Loyalist. Thank you, Mr. Vance. So Vance has got Sansa to join the Crown Loyalists. Good to see. So we don't seem to have many problems when it comes to the factions, which is good to know. Looks like everyone got a bit of peace coming. The Trident seems to be at war. Revolting against the rule of Lord Peter Littlefinger by Tywin of the Riverrun. So Tywin, who actually was the one to save him, though he's been wounded, I'm not sure when he got the wound. We're going to say he lost an eye and was severely injured by Hero. We're going to say that's what happened. He managed to win somehow, defeating a very capable opponent. Wow. But now he's rebelling against Littlefinger, the man he saved. What is going on there? My vassals requested that Sir Kevin Engleson of Moat Cailin be sworn to her directly. Yeah. You can have a vessel for a favour. That's very good, yeah. We'll put him back under there. It should be anyway, so that's fine. You had any more kids? You're not pregnant. But I think we're going to go for the Rock. You know, with Littlefinger out, I don't think it's a big problem. I don't think he was going to join anyway. And that means we can then look for a marriage. Just have a quick look at the ones now underneath us. Because whoever we put in charge of the Rock, and if we change the leadership of the Ironborn, we don't need to marry them because they'll like us a lot. Now the Tyrells, I feel like we wouldn't marry. We've got very close to them. I think we've been quite nice to them, so I don't think we need to marry into them. Dawn has no sons. Yeah, there's no one we can really marry from there. The Selmies like us because obviously we put them in power, so we don't need to try and attach ourselves to them. Littlefinger, obviously. He's only got one son. I don't think he'd let us marry them. Oh. Yeah, matrilineal. Now, he is in my court, so I could just force a marriage between Royce Baelish and me. So there's a possibility. Sounds a bit mean. He's a eunuch. We can't marry him. His son is the son of Sansa. I'm not sure if maybe she'd want to marry someone of the child of a Stark and an Arryn. But then again, that could be a great way to bring our families together and put an end to the hostilities, possibly. That's a good point. That is actually. Because he's going to hit both those lands. That's a... yeah. Then again, I don't think their son would accept. Let's have a quick look. They would not accept, yeah. So actually, that's not a choice. So really, then we can marry is Littlefinger. Let's have a quick look if we click on this. What choice? I don't want to take people's lands. There's a forest still we could marry. A plum. We don't really want to take someone's land, so I don't want that. Before I click matrilineal. Ah, Dario no Harris. You still have a wife. Ah, if only we could have Dario no Harris. Get rid of that. Matrilineal. Okay, Freys we could marry. Lots and lots of Freys. Onwards. Well, we do remember them when we were off in the east. You know, obviously one of them did come. That could be his son, I guess. Lothar. None of the ones from the big families. Okay, yeah. I don't see anyone she'd want to marry, so she just might as well marry anyone. Because if we marry the Baelish, it means we'll take the Trident. Now, actually, you know what? Maybe we should just marry the Baelish son. Just because... obviously, we've got to wait. No, we've got to wait. It'll be way too long to wait. By then, we'll be too old. We can't have that. Phrase. 2 years? That's too long. We have to marry someone now. Hunt, Chambers, Peak. I don't have any good natural traits. That could be a good point. Okay, we've got Trent who's strong. If only Jon Snow was alive. Let's check the court again. Is there anyone here we could marry? No, there's no one I like the look of. Aggo is widowed. Could marry another Dothraki again. Grey Worm is a eunuch, so that's not going to work. None of the others I particularly want. Selmy is way too young. Jonas Mormont. Huh. You know what? Jonas Mormont, the son of Jorah Mormont. He is strong, and this could be a great way. Actually, I like this. This could be kind of like... Because Dany obviously always saw Mormont as like an old man. She was too old for it, but this is now a young boy. He actually has Valyrian features as well. No, they won't accept. Why? Difference in age. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And then difference of age, but age is like a plus. Maybe we could get him to come to our court then. How can I invite to court? He's 16. He should be allowed to be invited to court. He's not abroad. What? Why is he abroad? Where is he abroad? He's in my court, isn't he, actually? What is this? Because it won't be him who's deciding, will it? It'll be this guy. If we send him a gift. 184 gold. It could be a way of vassalization. Let's send him a gift, because we have so much gold right now. Maybe that could sway him. Because I've now got my heart set on this. There we go. There we go. I know it may not be the marriage that a lot of people want, but it's the only one I can think of that kind of has a connection to Dany. None of the others are either politically good, apart from the Baelish one, but I feel like that's kind of forcing us to wait we'd have to wait so many years for him to get old enough. I might not be able to have kids. We don't have much time. I think this is the best idea, and it kind of gives back to Mormont. Selmy's son is way too young. He'll get Driftmark. There we go. So it kind of makes Mormont happy. Oh, what a weird world this is. What a weird adventure we've had. This is definitely not how I expected this series to turn about. My expectations for this series was very different to how it's turned out. I had so many things like, oh, we could marry this person, we'll then go here. That's how it would go. But then with the whole events and stuff, it took a lot longer to get here. And let's see. Mr. Kevin Lannister. We can't offer you vassalization. Well then. It's war, sir. It is war. I can't believe I can't do de jure just on the rock. But let's go. They'll honor their obligations. The rock shall fall. Master the ships in the Iron Throne. It's fine. We'll leave it as it is for now. Let's see. Who will join us? Sansa will honor obligations. Tyrells will. The Selmys. Very good. So it looks like we can actually trust the Tyrells and the Selmys a lot, which is good to see. Good to see we have some proper allies. Obviously, we can't count kind of Dawn in it right now because they're fighting with other people. He has a lot of men. I could raise some more men, but actually we don't have many soldiers. Yeah, because we're over our domain size. So I'm kind of just using these extra men until we can give away that land to Selmy. And look at that. Jonas Mormont. His little crown. He's got strong as well. That's kind of that actually sold it for me because he is strong. That means hopefully then our children could get strong. Has really convinced me what benevolent, peaceful ruler you are. Thank you very much. But we're going to lead our men straight into the rock. I'm just... What's going to go with my son? Like, what is going to happen to him? He still has that dragon, but he doesn't seem to want to try and tame it. Maybe because he's depressed. But he's now got a wife. Will he be able to have kids? And if he does, that will completely affect the lineage of who inherits and everything. But what's fighting over here? Looks like the Tyrells have thrown men straight at Casterly Rock. Your Grace, a conclave of citadel selected a Grand Maester, Archmaester Ebbert Whitehill. Are you... This series is just getting weirder and weirder. Oh my giddy god. If any of you guys know the Telltale game series, really fun game. I actually really enjoy it. I know a lot of people actually don't like it. I thought it was pretty fun. But I can see why people don't like it. But the son of Blood Whitehill has become the Archmaester. He was an Archmaester, now he's become the Grand Maester of the Iron Throne, and he's serving Daenerys Targaryen. That is amazing. I never would have thought I'd seen the day. There we go. I just can't help thinking how silly that is. I can't help but smile about that. Sometimes this game just makes you smile, doesn't it? CK2 just does that, I find a lot. I found out CK2, out of all the Paradox games, CK2 is the one that's going to make you smile the most. When things go right or just interesting or funny, it just makes you smile, especially in the CK2 Game of Thrones mod. Has bribed and threatened his way. That bastard, that's fine. That's the Marine lands. A vacancy is a member available on the King's Guard. A few worthy knights, but I must pick someone. John Loftstone. Okay, so we could choose. He was actually a member of the Golden Company. They did come and help us. Same with the Peak. And Tormund Peak. Now he's a Craven, so not him. This guy's brave. Let's go with Loftstone. John Loftstone. I've never looked much good in white. Why does no one want to serve on Dany's King's Guard? But Kevin, we're coming for you. We are coming with fire. I'm going to sit here because he's going to come to attack us. But it looks as though he's decided not to attack us. A vacancy. Let's pick someone. Again, we got this Peak here again. Mark Mandrake. He is a former slave. Yep, he's just. And we have Alan Estermont. He's a Craven. Let's go for Laswell Peak. He's quite old anyway. My house needs me more than the realm. Of course it does. Of course it does. They're going to come to attack. Okay. Dany, you're definitely here. Yes, we got Dany. We got Drogon. We got the hills. We should be able to handle this. Now, it looks as though we don't need to use Drogon right now. My young courtier, she's become an intricate web. It's pretty good overall. This pleases me. Not too bad. Another King's Guard. Pikewood Peak. And Mark. Let's go for Peak, because I didn't get the other one. Maybe they can't join the king. Maybe they don't want to because they feel they're in the, their kind of army is under attack from Dark Den. Of course we shall aid you. Okay, so that's dealt with. So the army, his army has been dealt with. There's nothing he could do. Kevin, we're getting closer. We're coming ever so closer to your lands. Money continues to flow through the trade post of Driftmark, but your relationship with the Drahar family from Maya that owns it has soured. To teach them a lesson without going to war, you could arrange for a mob to burn it down. No, I don't think Dany would go that far. That seems quite petty. Mark Mandrake. And no, yeah, none of them people of the Golden Company want to join. Maybe they make too much money in the Golden Company. Your bannerman is currently under threat. It is my duty. I'm already helping him. And here we go. Castle Rock is under siege by dragons. Mervyn Sarsfield is the man leading the defense. Now, we don't have to, I'm not even going to use Drogon because we're not really in a hurry. We can take it without him getting wounded. I could make Duncan Riker a member of the King's Guard. He's 14. Yeah, go on. It would be the highest honor to serve in your King's Guard. I think he's younger than Jaime. I think Jaime was 16. Well, there we go. His father was furious that his son has joined the King's Guard behind his back. A 14-year-old boy, and he's actually got married. Okay, the betrothal's now gone. Now we need you to be educated by a great fighter. Really. Who's the best fighter? Grey Worm could be a good choice. Ichlas, but he's not got other things that are particularly good. I think Grey Worm is definitely the best. Okay, Grey Worm. Can you also... No, they would not accept. Tell the Tall. Why? Why? Why aren't you letting that boy's, potential be wasted? He's a trained fighter. He could be a skilled fighter if you train him correctly. Went missing. Okay, I see. Few worthy knights. None of these men should go. You've got to wait for the Mega War system to go, and then it's much easier to find people for the King's Guard. Is it not? It's going down very slowly. We're going to increase the speed. Okay. My young son is fit, and look at that. He is now an incompetent. My son is just... You disappoint me at every opportunity. No wonder you're completely your father's son, aren't you? So disappointing. His wife is not pregnant either, and now he's got abdominal pain, vomiting, cough. I'm actually, personally, I want him to die. I just feel this series would go so much nicer if he dies. I feel like Dany would not. Obviously, Dany I don't think is like that. But I personally would like him to die. The honor the obligation. Recently, my son has been gotten sick. Call physician at once. Yeah. Again, I think Dany, that's what she does. Harpy uprising. I have to deal with all the things right now. The pressure of commanding a whole unit is killing me. The ones I have to command are lazy, good-for-nothing soldiers, but I had endured their incompetence until one of them managed to lose my horse's bridle and saddle. That was the last drop. I guess the last straw? I don't know. Then I screamed at them. Misplaced their food. 20% of commanded troops are killed? Screamed at them. I think Dany would shower them, obviously. Dany's not going to play a trick like that. Misplaced their food. Wow. Dany would definitely shout at them. I could hear someone sneaking around. Dany's not a monster. She's going to help him read. Okay. Enjoys command of your armies when someone of higher status would clearly be more. No. I know just how to smooth this over. Dany knows how to deal with that type of thing. And even with the speed going up, Casterly Rock does not want to fall. And look at that. Kevin Lannister died of natural before he got to answer for his crimes. Damn you, Kevin! He was always the smartest Lannister, wasn't he? I mean, it's debatable whether he's smarter than Tywin. They're both quite smart men, it would seem. So his son, Lancel, the Holy, is now defending. Love it. His free wife. So that includes, yeah, Darry up here. Poor Lancel, he's kind of been put in this position. And Cersei Lannister died in our dungeons. As she should. Goodbye, Cersei. As you should. Okay, we were attacked just then. Oh, look at that. They had a lot of men just then. They had a great chance to defeat us. But it wasn't enough. 43%. That was the best. I was going to use Drogon if it got bad, but it didn't look like it looked like it was okay. Lucien Lannister. No, you'll stay in my custody until the Rock is defeated, of course. Under my guidance, Tion Lannister's getting better at fighting. Ah. Willis Tyrell's come to join us. Mace Tyrell died of Grey Plague. Okay. And he has... Oh, his son died. Eric Tyrell. Also of the Grey Plague. So his heir is actually Mathos Tyrell, his brother. Ooh. And the next would be... Marjorie, I guess. So next would be Carlton Lannister. Okay. Well, let's hope that Mace either has another kid or that other kid can have more kids. We can shut the gates. Oh, wow. Wow, it's gone across the whole of the Reach almost. Oh dear, I must be with child. Will my husband believe it is his? What? Is it actually Dario's? Is this one actually Dario's? I feel like this one's actually Dario's. But yeah. Ha. I suppose it's time to come clean about the affair. I'll have to ask for some moon tea. Perhaps, but Jonas doesn't know that. Huh. I think we're going to tell him it's his. I think Dany... Would Dany come clean about it? I'm not sure. I don't think she would. She doesn't always tell everyone everything. Yeah, especially when it comes to the prophecy. She's never told everyone about that. So yeah, but she wouldn't kill the child. So we're pregnant. Dany is pregnant. The queen is pregnant. The line hopefully will be secure. You know, if my son does die because of his, you know, illnesses and whatnot. North has come down with armies. The Rock will soon fall. And we'll see you then.